is from Beyond Good and Evil, section 6, is I accordingly do not believe the drive to knowledge to be the father of philosophy. What it means by drive to knowledge is that Nietzsche states that all scientists follow a drive to knowledge, whereas a philosopher cannot follow a drive to knowledge, as their morality forms their personality. To have a drive to knowledge, you need to be impersonal to the subject. Based on the quote, philosophy cannot be objective, as morality forms a key part of every philosophy. And for it to be objective, there would need to be no other drives playing as an essential part. Now, this links to the scope of philosophy, because if philosophy was objective, then all philosophers would think the same. The philosophers add their own thoughts and opinions, which show that philosophers cannot be objective. Many philosophers have tried to create answers to fundamental questions, but based on Nietzsche's opinion, this cannot happen as philosophy cannot provide the answer.
Section 6 of Beyond Good and Evil, Nietzsche is seen explaining that scholars and scientists have a different reason for the pursuit of knowledge. Scientists may have a more objective goal, although it could lead to family, politics or money. Scholars, such as philosophers, see it as a reason of truth or otherwise. Laura's going to do an interpretive dance to represent this.
I'm done.
And that was Nietzsche on section 6.
Go.
Nietzsche said that when Epicurus was writing about Plato, he was motivated by anger and discouragement. But most people today would think that judgment is quite good when you're motivated by emotion, but Plato said this is preferable than someone who thought, someone with an apparent clear judgment trying to find objective truth, because objective truth does not exist.
I accordingly do not believe a drive to knowledge to be the father of philosophy. What do you think Nietzsche means by this?
Well, a drive to knowledge being the father of philosophy would imply that we study philosophy to acquire knowledge, but that's not necessarily true, because there are numerous other factors as to why we would pursue philosophy and philosophize.
With the guys.
Sure, we philosophize with guys and girls, let's not be sexist here. But yeah, for instance, emotions, like Epicurus. That guy wrote some books. You think he did it just because he wanted some knowledge? No.
He wanted the looks.
He was angry, he was jealous of somebody, I forgot who, but he had some emotions building up in him. Maybe if he went to some counselling, he wouldn't have wrote them books, he wouldn't have needed philosophy. But philosophy was how he dealt with them emotions. He wasn't just after knowledge, he was after so much more than that. He was looking for a relationship. But his drive was rage, very angry. So drive, really, philosophy, the reasons for doing philosophy is not just a drive for knowledge, it's a very subjective thing, it's very personal to each philosopher. You go up to one philosopher and say, hey, why'd you do philosophy? He'll be like, I don't know, it makes me look cool. And go up to another guy and say, why'd you do philosophy? He'll say, I don't know, my dad wanted me to do philosophy and I'm doing it because I've got to impress daddy. So, it draws a lot of parallels with Freud, Sigmund Freud, you know Freud? But yeah, because Freud obviously implied the whole subconscious thing, and Nietzsche is very much getting at that with this quote. He is saying that we don't all want knowledge, we don't even know why we do philosophy, it's all subconscious. And if you think it isn't, I'm afraid you're wrong.